deactivate.
Yeah.
I don't use it.
I found out I do too.
Yeah, I
And
think
it keep coming up, and I said, "Why is this coming up still?"
Yeah. And I honestly, I kind of gotten to be a little chicken after my experiences. Now I don't have the same courage, so it's different. Man,
You
listen.
need courage for online dating?
Yeah, because at some point you got to follow through. You got to eventually say, "I'll meet you."
But you have to follow
Somewhere.
through when you're meeting people. So
Yeah,
you just don't have the courage for any of it?
We older now, man. It's a whole different thing.
I mean,
when you
'cause-
was young, you didn't care.
You
It's-
bounce around and you
I
could
didn't-
go.
I ain't committed.
Yeah, I mean, I'll call you in a week or 2 weeks, and it wasn't as valuable to me then, because now I realize people's emotions are involved. I mean, my emotions are involved. So if I
Wait.
get too involved,
People got emotions on online dating?
yeah, because there's hope. There's hope. I mean, anytime you have hope, you're investing. You're like,
But you have hope in someone you know nothing about, and everything is superficial.
what did you have before that?
Nothing.
Nothing. Exactly. So if you ain't got nothing, you ain't got nothing to lose.
Now, see, I looked at it different. Me, I looked at it, and when I saw a woman on online dating, I said, she thirsty. So I lightweight took
until you
advantage.
find out how dry that pot really is. You supposed to be thirsty,
Listen.
especially if you find somebody that's got some conversation, somebody that has
But is it
some
safe?
substance.
But that's not. You can't say that everybody or every woman on online dating is thirsty.
I said my view then was for a woman to put herself on a media platform looking for a date. I looked at it and said, "Wow,
He just didn't understand.
yeah."
Yeah, there clearly isn't any understanding, because if women didn't do it, who all would you be talking to?
Oh, now,
Hey,
I go out.
listen, who would you be talking to?
What, say that again.
If women didn't put themselves out there on those dating sites, who would you guys talk to?
I went out. I go out to the clubs. It's the same thing. I go out to the clubs. I go out to eat. I go to the parks. I was going different places where you can meet people, walk through the mall. I wasn't scared to say, "Hey, what's up?" Blah, 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 blah.
So online dating is just like going out to clubs, meeting people.
It's just you sitting at home
It's
in
just
your
a
bed.
little more private
with rollers in your
and
head and your breath
comfortable.
stinking. It's just, they ain't got to see that part.
They don't have to see that.
Right. And that
Wow.
extra long
Hairdo.
chin.
Yeah, with the filters now.
Or chin hair. It's,
You know what?
Not as easy to see.
So that's the danger in it. Is
true.
Yeah, you go in there now, and they got Snapchat filters with the dog nose and the ears.
Right.
Will make them look like they just so.
But
I don't
you
get that
But you
anyway.
know what?
Filters, I
you
just
can
don't get
tell
that.
when somebody is using a filter on their face.
I know you can, but even with the filter, they look attractive. But then if you know a person. And I said, now Barbara know good and well she got
Yeah.
a wart on her ear, and she looking like Beyonce.
I
and
think
we
I
don't
think,
know no Barbara, right? This is a
No,
fictitious
it's
name.
fictitious
No, I don't know no
person.
Barbara.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I think men on the dating scene have it really bad, because women can do so much to their faces,
To their bodies.
to their bodies,
Man, listen.
and it's all.
It's scary.
It's deception.
It is. I told you.
I've
Listen.
seen women, and I've seen women all natural, and I've seen them glammed up. If I was a man, I'd be angry.
Thank you.
No, really.
It's
if I
the
was a
truth.
man, I'd be angry.
That's truth.
Yeah.
That is truth. Because they look one way in their photos.
Yeah.
And it will be a different behavior attached to it if I see you in person, and there's a lot different. Like I've had people who requested me as friends on Facebook, right? And after a couple of pictures, I'm looking, isn't that a dude? Right. And it turns out sometimes it's men. So that part of it throws a whole nother ingredient that you're just like, wait a minute, I don't like doing this. I don't want to.
You don't want to.
I don't want to play no
Pineapples.
more. Okay, right. Time
out. Yeah.
Just say pineapple.
Yeah, I did.
So, hey, Mars said we was thoughts.
What?
What'd
She said, so y'all was some thoughts. Hey, everybody, Marjanette, Tasha
Banks.
Tasha Banks, I'm sorry. Jack.
Hey,
What's
Cam.
up, Cam? I see you down bottom. Sheila.
Sheila.
See y'all. Thank y'all for logging in. Men are faking to add a fake beard. That's true.
Girl, men are adding
yeah.
fake beards, fake hair, fake eyebrows. They're doing it up, just
I
like
saw
the
a
women are
dude,
doing.
They put a whole stocking cap thing on his
Yeah,
head.
and gave him hair.
Gave him a hairline. And all I could think is, how is he going to like sweat from that? I mean, because that's where your heat is released in
But
your head.
it's like hair weave.
So-
It's hair weave.
No,
Like-
that's
like-
glue.
You talking about the Beijing?
The
was
Beijing, yeah,
glue.
it comes off.
No, that was glue. That
Hair
dude
glue
put on
doesn't
that,
come off when you do your hair. It doesn't sweat off.
which means
So how do you
it
know that?
clogs. your
because I'm a
pores.
woman, I know about hair
See,
weaves and
that's-
stuff. No, it doesn't. That's
It
why
don't
they put
clog
this
your
like no.
Man,
So, Mom,
listen, too much for me.
We're not saying that if you're ugly, you can't get together. As
Just-
a woman, I see the stuff that
hold on
that
now.
men are going through, and it's
Slow
like,
down.
dude, you.
If
Let's be
I'm
honest.
ugly, so if he's ugly,
Oh,
you
women
okay
feel the
with
same thing. I don't want to date an ugly guy.
But then at the same time, I take that back because there are some very attractive people internally, intellectually.
But but it depends on what type of person you are to be able to look past the aesthetics.
Ooh, that's the truth.
Yeah, you have to get
But then physically, they can be attractive in terms of their
and be
physique.
horrid internally.
Well, if they have the physical part and the mental part, I could probably work with the facial part. If it was.
Oh, so you talking
lacking a
about
little
body,
bit.
face, mind.
It's balanced.
I'm talking about body and mind.
Mind.
And the face may
Face-
not matter.
Oh my goodness. This dude
Serena.
right
It
here.
might- listen, if her head is right, she talks right, she's loyal, she's honorable, she has a good perspective on spirituality as far as God is concerned,
Yeah.
Christ. I could work with you.
And she got pus butt bump acne.
What?
She got.
I did not say that.
Yeah, you have your breaking point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the skin I like smooth, but
Okay, we ain't gonna get into all of that. Listen, so dating
rocky
sites
road
are
skin.
okay. You all are okay with dating sites. I personally
I
would
ain't
never
getting on
get
one.
on one
no.
because I just don't like that type of attention.
So okay. I think Facebook, Instagram is a form of dating site. That's what it's become now. Because when you put your picture up there, and you got on there, it's actual marital status. You
Right.
put single, right?
Well, yeah,
People they're not going on the dating sites no more. They see it on Facebook,
Yeah.
Instagram, and all the social Twitter. So when they see this stuff, they looking at your picture. The 1st thing a guy gonna see is attracted. He gonna look and see if you're single or if you're divorced.
they don't care.
That may not be the first.
I
thing.
mean,
They don't
what
care.
I'm
They don't
saying
care.
is they see that, and next thing you know, they're in your inbox.
Yeah, they don't care.
So Facebook is
What?
a dating thing in itself.
I clear on all of my social media platforms. I have married, and guys don't care.
Well, that's
I
the
see
question
what you're
too.
saying.
They send
But
dick
that's
pics,
not
they
necessarily
send-
the first thing that they
Watch-
look for. Like, for example, if I look on a Facebook page or any social media, if I'm looking at anything, I'll look to see what's attractive to me. So if her face is attractive, great. But then I look to see what she comments, what she posts. Where is your mind at?
Oh,
Once I
well.
see what that is, then I might say something. But I don't even use it for that purpose at all. But if there's any reason, even just for friendship requests in general, I don't care who it is, woman or male.
Yeah.
I look to see what your content is on your page.
Yeah, I do too.
Before I respond or request or anything.
Yeah.
And the same thing is true for, I would imagine, for anybody who's single or looking to do anything. They look at that first. Now, I have found a couple of people that I was interested in, but I didn't look at their marital status first. I assume that if you are saying something or if you're here,
That you're
then
single.
you're probably in the right place. If I've never seen anybody that's come at me that's been married or any kind of relationship.
That's not stalker,
me.
Mom. That's not being a stalker.
What's
Mom
not being
said
a
that's
stalker?
stalking.
Mom said stalker.
No,
That's not being a stalker.
That's not being a stalker, Mom. I mean,
Doing
social
my
media.
research. I gotta investigate nowadays. I
Yeah,
ain't
nowadays
playing.
you do. And just like O said, you can see a picture of an attractive person and think you're looking at a woman, and you are absolutely not.
Well, nowadays, these women looking like dudes.
True.
Yeah,
That true.
I've seen a couple of those.
That true.
They got
Like-
the cut. They got the crew cut.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now
So
they-
you do have to do your research. So, I'm not against online dating. I just, when I was doing, my research, I went on a few sites you had to actually be a member of. And I was like, no, because I don't want my profile out there. But you
Right.
you can make up information. But I saw people that I knew,
So-
and it was
so-
like
so-
freaking me out.
So,
Yeah.
Like, dude, are you really on here?
recap for the listeners. Why was you on there again?
Because I was going to do a show on dating
Yeah,
and
on the
online
dating
dating,
app.
speed dating,
Check
and I
in.
went on some sites and
I was just
I
asking.
saw people I knew.
Yeah.
It is convenient.
Yeah,
It is
I-
convenient.
yeah.
And especially if you have a busy lifestyle
Mm-hmm.
where you've got multiple things going on, that might be your only real outlet for.
And then I thought people who don't have a lot of self-confidence may go on these
yeah,
sites
those two.
Yes.
who don't
those
feel
two.
comfortable approaching people. So,
The music too loud. You can't hear.
Yeah.
Got to go somewhere where you can have your thoughts be heard.
Yeah, and a lot of people thrive better having communications online, on the phone,
True.
than actually in person.
True.
They
Some
have to
people
warm
write
up
better
to
than they
that.
speak.
Yeah, they
Well,
have
that's-
to
yeah,
warm up
that's-
to that.
That's society now.
What's
That's
that?
everything. Everybody texts. It's no conversation. Everybody texts now.
Yeah, everybody's texting.
Hey, how you doing? What you doing? You want to go out and then sit at the table and
Well, that's the interview, because
Yeah.
at that point at the table you can find out how, if they're able to really interact with another person. Some people can only interact with technology.
technology.
My only problem with all of that, with dating, online dating, is that when I was dating, people aren't really forthcoming and honest about who they are. And I don't understand why you can't be forthcoming and honest. I think the second or third date, it was just like, okay, this is who I am. I'm spastic. I can be one person one day, something totally, the
Put it
next
out there.
day. So here it is. And you have to decide if you want to deal with this, because I'm in my 40s. I'm not going to change overnight. And I don't understand why people can't do
She
that.
was smothering me, man. On Thursday, we'll talk about that.
Whatever.
That's
but
a
I
whole
don't
nother
understand.
show.
I really don't understand why people can't just be forthcoming.
But you know how people say common sense is common, but it's not. It's, if it were common, everybody would have a much better experience together. It depends on where you come from. So when you share something about who you are, as far as what you feel like is the time to share all that information, some people may just feel like, I can't share what's common in my life because everybody won't understand that. Because there's certain things that might go on in your household that you grew up in that you may have exposed it before, and somebody said, "Oh my God, y'all do that? Y'all still walk around in y'all underwear,
Well,
and
see-
y'all grown?
Well,
y'all,
you know-
y'all can't be doing that."
Personal stuff I see you keeping secure until you see how that relationship progresses. I get that. Certain stuff you want to keep at bay.
But what is the line that you say, or what is the threshold where you can say, well, okay, I'm going to share this about who I am so that I can be comfortable being me without exposing something that is too risque or too personal at
I
that
haven't
time?
dated in 10 years. So
Right.
you answer that question.
I don't know the answer to that.
Yeah,
I told you, I'm already. I'm still shell shocked
Okay.
from my divorce. I don't
Okay.
know how to really go
back in
into a
there.
relationship and be like, okay, I'm going to share this, because you never know. People will use that. They use stuff against you when it's
Yeah.
convenient for them.
Yeah.
Whether you're in an argument or if they just decide, girl, you know what? He told me, and you'd be like, wait a minute, baby, I was trying to confide. You know,
Yeah.
I'm trying to have a partner here. I want to. Where's the loyalty?
Yeah.
Bye.
So then you get into, why are people dating? Why are people on these online sites? Is it just for sex? Is it just for communication?
Tired of being lonely.
Tired of being lonely? And that's another